From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LALATE.
March 17th. Wow. The date appears everywhere. March 17th, stimulus check here. March 17th, stimulus check there. $1,400 third stimulus checks would be landing in the bank accounts across the country for electronic direct deposit starting tomorrow and yesterday, had March 17th not been a date of question. And suddenly, March 17th came out of everywhere. What is March 17th? What is March 17th's significance for your receipt of your direct deposit of a third stimulus $1,400 check? Those developing details are happening just minutes ago as a series of big banks now say March 17th is the date in which you're getting your $1,400 third stimulus check electronically. So why are those big banks saying that date while other big banks have actually deposited the funds? I have all these big details as afternoon's LA goes into high gear at noontime starting right now. What's the significance of March 17th? Is it the luck of the Irish? Is it St. Patrick's Day? Or is it you gotta wear some green? Well, millions of Americans are wondering, where is their green? Greenbacks, Biden bucks, stimmies, stimulus checks, reoccurring stimulus checks. No, that's for stimulus. For now, millions of Americans are waiting and wondering what happened with this March 17th date. I have all those details in this recording on Noontime LA. Thank you for joining me. If you have not hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe right now. If you've not become a member, the member link is at the top of the chat, whose link I fixed. I guess some of the links were not working at the top of the chat. You can become a member as well. March 17th, where did this come from? What's going on? I have all the details right now. A series of big banks issued press releases Saturday, today, indicating you're getting your stimulus check on March 17th. Isn't today the 13th? Excuse me, what happens on March 17th? Did someone, is that when Sir Loin comes back from the casino? Is that when $12 ice cream goes on sale? No one really knows what the significance of March 17th is. And in this recording, I'm going to go over why this is a lot of confusing details right now. Your third stimulus check of $1,400 was sent out on Friday, and viewers would start receiving them yesterday. Yes, hundreds of viewers of this channel received the $1,400 stimulus check on Friday. Other hundreds received it today. More received it this morning, and more received it this afternoon. And then there's the other viewers who got that message that it's coming on March 17th, or that you have to wait to March 17th, or that March 17th is the effective date of receipt. What? Well, let me explain what's going on. A series of major big banks are trending on Twitter for not good reason because they're saying that the stimulus check will not be available for you until March 17th. They have no explanation why that date or why it's not available or what's happening between now and March 17th. The significance you need to know is the following, is that if that is your bank, that's what's happening. There's no way around it. For some reason, that's the way that banks have chosen to do it. Ultimately, what I've been educating viewers throughout the day is that if you are waiting for your electronic receipt of your stimulus check, the question should not be, has anyone gotten their stimulus check if they're on SSI? Wrong question. Has anyone gotten their stimulus check if they're in Arkansas? Wrong question. Has anyone gotten their stimulus check if they have a last name that starts with the letter Z? Wrong question. The question you should be asking is, has anyone gotten their stimulus check from my bank? That is the question you want to ask. You want to see if other people that shop and bank at your bank, credit union, financial institution, or app FinBank have received their stimulus check. And the answer is March 17th. There's no way around it. I can't fix this one, folks. What's going on is online FinBanks once again are showing they know how to do stuff quickly and efficiently. Cash App and Chive Chime, not crime. Cash Act. It's one of those days. Cash Act and Cash Act. Now it's sounding like Sister Act. Cash App and Chime have confirmed that the $1,400 stimulus check is available in viewers' accounts. And the fact viewers that do banking with those apps as well have confirmed receipt of the stimulus check. That's whether they watch Sister Act or not. Now, other viewers have also received a lot of this March 17th madness, and you know who you are. Certainly viewers in the comments of the live chat right now, certain viewers in the live chat of the videos earlier today have all said that they have got notifications from their big bank of March 17th. This is what you need to know. One, there's no way around it, folks. Number two, the only way to deal with it is next time not shop with that bank. Throughout this channel's existence of last year, I detailed a lot of banks who are not good when it came to PPPs, were not good when it came to EIDLs. They were simply not good. And they were not good when receipt of stimulus checks was a big time issue for viewers. Those same banks have become poster childs for the latest March 17th bit. I don't want to call it a scandal, but it's one of those events that has no explanation for it. I have no idea why it's March 17th, which is clearly not this coming Monday, and it's not particularly clear when or why. And their explanation that they have been posting on their websites, which I detailed in the video before, also makes no sense. They talk about it's based upon the effective date set by Treasury. No, the effective date was the day it was sent out, which was on Friday. It says that there's waves of electronic disbursements of stimulus checks. Also untrue. Across the land, you're seeing a lot of stories, and the stories aren't particularly true. What I do with you is the nuances of details. If that stimulus check lands in your bank account and you're worried about that ex-husband, Charlotte, or worried about that neighbor that looks through your window, or that ex-boyfriend, take the money out and put it in your pocket. That is the best thing I can say across the land. In the third stimulus package, there's a lot of other money in there in addition to a $14 stimulus check. And I'm going to get to those details right now. It's a big day with a lot of details, a lot of recording, and a very high chat rate. So if I miss anyone's super chat or anyone's becoming a member, my apologies. The $14 stimulus check gives you a lot of money. So when are you getting the other money in that stimulus package? The children's check is certainly the big topic of discussion. So let me go right to it. $3,600 or $5,000 if you say it one way, and for the older child, $4,400 or $3,000 if you say it another way. How does it calculate out? The children will get paid the following way. First, their stimulus check will land in your bank account with yours. Under a family of 4, which we've already started to see, IRS has paid up to a family of 6 for reasons we don't know why in some cases. The remaining of the funds will be paid starting in the month of July. If the child is 5 to newborn, this is how you'll get paid. $300 a month starting in the month of July for 12 months. If the child's 17 to 6, $250 a month for 12 months starting in the month of July. What do you need to know about eligibility and receipt of these funds? I fully predict that come July, this will be the stimulus scandal of the moment. Why? Because a lot of people are going to perceive or are going to predict that they are to receive the funds when they never were going to get them. Let me tell you why there's going to be a problem. One, it requires that the IRS knows the child exists. And if you don't fix that now, this coming week, you don't want to wait to July, because guess what? You won't be in the system. So how does IRS know the child exists? Very simply, a tax return. If you have filed a tax return and listed that child as a dependent in the last 2 years, you're done. They know the child exists. But if you've not filed tax returns at all, or you filed tax returns and not listed the child, then the net result is that IRS won't know the child exists. If they don't know the child exists, you won't get paid. There is no way to fix the IRS knowing that the child exists other than a tax return. In the weeks that follow, perhaps there may be another way. But at the moment, you don't want to risk that. So file a 2020 tax return and list the children as dependents. Next, is the income level any different? No, it's not. It's the same as a stimulus check. So this is great news. If you get a stimulus check, you qualify for this check for them as well. Finally, do you have to have anything else going on in your life? No. The fact that you're employed or unemployed, irrelevant. The fact you're on SSI or SSDI, irrelevant. The fact that anything, not relevant. This is an automatic payment, and the payment will come from IRS. Of the 2 items under the third stimulus package, well, actually, it's 3. This is the second of 3 automatic items under the third stimulus package. The third one is COBRA benefits. They will be paid by the federal government between April and September under the third stimulus package. You don't have to do anything for this one as well. And then premiums thereafter will be kept under 8% of your adjusted gross net income. So this is where we are now on the automatic items of the third stimulus package. What else is not automatic? And what else do you have to fix? In this recording, I'm going to go over the items that you get in the third stimulus package you have to apply for or fix or do something to get. There's going to be 3 ways you're going to see me cover items in this video. Either one, you're going to be going to an actual place to apply. Number 2, you're going to be filing a tax return. And I will show you each step of the way which one is which. All right, let's get to child care costs. If you have a child age 13 or less and same income qualifications, you can deduct child care costs of up to $4,000 for one child or $8,000 for 2 or more children under the age of 13. It's 50% of your child care costs. How do you do it? Tax return. It's called the child care costs. Next, hazard pay. $1,500 and $1,502 exactly if you're 19 years or older and you made less than $25,000 as essential worker and you worked during the pandemic and made less than $25,000. Those 3 things, 19 or older, less than $25,000, and essential worker. How much? $1,502. How do you get it? It's the earned income tax credit, and it's on the tax return. You have to file it. Again, this is one of several instruments you'll see in this channel where people refer to it by a slang name, but it doesn't have that actual words. So it does not have the actual words of hazard pay in it, but we refer to it by slang as hazard pay because it's for essential workers. Then, rent assistance, utility assistance, mortgage assistance. Where is this? This will be application-based. Where is it located? Your city, county, and state. Is there one website for everyone? No. It's going to be a different website for every single viewer in every different city of the country. So there's no way for me to track this one. But we know the eligibility criterion, and these are the following. Rent, middle class, low income, or homeless people getting into shelters. The rent provisions allow for people who are impacted by the pandemic, even less than just a downturn that they're behind on bills. There's utility assistance as well, and also SNAP benefits. Homeowners, you got 3 items. 1, you got homeowners assistance for mortgage payments, whether privately held or federally held. Then utility bills as a homeowners and other homeowner expenses. These again will be applied. You apply for these at your local municipality or state place of operation. So what else is in this third stimulus package? Well, there's $1,700 for financial aid of college students plus a $14 stimulus check. Where do you get that? That would likely be at your college financial aid advisor. So you're going to reach out to that financial aid advisor and explain your interest in that $1,700 of financial aid that goes on top of your stimulus check. Your stimulus check, if you are a dependent, will go to your parents. Then there is money for paid sick leave. $1,400 a week. We don't know where you apply for this, based upon a $73,000 or less annual salary. And next, unemployment. Unemployment has a massive fix to it, a very big fix, and not an easy fix to it either. Then there's big business grants, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And those details are very important. And there's not one, but four of them. How do they work? Where are they? When will they go live? I have all those details on those business grants and also that unemployment shocking twist as Noontime LA continues right after this commercial break in 60 seconds. Don't go away. If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE Daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE.
From LALATE News Headquarters in Santa Monica, this is the Midday Report on LALATE.
Good afternoon. How is everybody? It's a big day of noontime here on LALATE with breaking developments about a March 17th date. This channel broke the details early this morning on Mornings LALATE, and now we know more about it. Several major big banks are now indicating they will not release your stimulus check funds until March 17th. What's going on? First, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss a minute. This is why you want a live channel. This morning, I broke the details to you of what's happening, and now I have some of the statements as well from the big banks. This is all breaking this Saturday. Elsewhere, in print financial news, they say stimulus checks are starting to land in bank accounts on Monday. Untrue. Viewers, this channel started getting stimulus checks yesterday. More got them today. This is the direct deposit I'm referring to, of course, electronic receipt. So what's going on with this March 17th date? Let me go over the details for you right now. A series of major big banks are now saying that they will not release or not have your funds until March 17th. They're staying away from words like hold on the account or not pending or release. They're staying away from verbs, and they're deliberately keeping it very vague. The net result is they have the funds and they're not making them available until March 17th. This is occurring among not one, not two, but nearly half a dozen major big banks. Thin banks are reporting the exact opposite. Banks like financial institutions like Chime and also Cash App have already reported that the funds have been available. I've had countless viewers from different walks of life who have received their stimulus check on Friday and today, but the determining factor is who they bank with, not their name, not their state, not their Social Security benefits or anything like that. Thank you, Lori, for the super chat. And over the path of the last, 6 hours, I've been able to help viewers really understand that the determining factor in determining whether you're getting the stimulus check today or not is not you, your state, or your benefits, but who you bank with. Let's cut back now to the other items of stimulus in the third stimulus package, which is what this recording's about. The other items that really are quite delicious is unemployment benefits. UI, PUA, FPUC, and PUC are extended to September. Now, what's important to understand is that your benefits will not lapse, number one. Your benefits may get delayed for a week, number two. And number three, you do not go off claim. You will stay on claim. Immediately, viewers have already reported to me in private messages that they're getting messages from their state unemployment offices that their benefits are expected to lapse and go off claim in the next few days. Why? Those are letters that are written before the bill was passed. So they were required by law to tell you the benefits were going to lapse before the third stimulus package was signed. It's not signed, it's now signed, so no need to worry about that if you started unemployment in March of 2020 or after that. If you're unemployed in, let's say, January 2020 or in 2019 and you've still been on unemployment benefits, your benefits may lapse. Next, FPUC will be $300 a week all the way to September. Then we go to that $10,200. This is going to cause a lot of confusion to a lot of viewers, and I try to make it as simple as I can. This is the significance of it. Your first $10,200 of unemployment benefits you received in the year 2020, last year, is tax-free. When you get your unemployment benefits every week, it is taxable. FPUC, taxable. PUA, taxable. UI, taxable. All three instruments are taxable. You need to know whether your state, whether you took out for unemployment benefits from all three instruments or did not. But you also need to know if you filed your tax return or not. Ultimately, this is going to be a very confusing situation for all viewers of this channel, and the only way to fix it is with a tax preparer. I can only make that message any clearer than that. Viewers have already started to say, I called my unemployment office and asked for money back. Not going to work that way. It doesn't work that way. You can't ask for the money back. Second, they've reached out to the volunteers and said, hey, volunteer, can you get my $10,200 back? We don't do that. The only way you get a fix or a change or a modification of this $10,200 situation is by contacting your tax preparer, of which I am not. What's important to understand is the $10,200 does not mean you get $10,200 either. It does not mean you physically get a check of $10,000. It means that the first $10,200 of your unemployment benefits in 2020 are tax-free. Lastly, let's go to the businesses. Today, we won't be able to deliver you the business lunch show, so what I'm going in this video is a more extended version of the business grants. 2020, 2021, and the new stimulus business grants as well. First, the EIDL grant of 2020, the one you applied for in March. Guess what? Some viewers are still getting those emails from SBA.gov about your remainder $10,000 EIDL grant. Number two, if you're sitting around and you need grant or rent or loan money right now, you can get it from second stimulus. Two items you can get. First, a PPP you can get right this minute. The reason why I like PPP is you can reach out to the PPP lenders and they handhold you. They guide you through the process. They answer all your questions and they help you turn it from a loan to a grant. I also like it because it's a grant. It's free money. I also like it because it's very straightforward and simple. What's important to know about a PPP is that ultimately you should consider applying at multiple places because one may go slow and the other one may go fast. One may say no and another one may say yes. There's nothing that precludes you from applying at two at the same time. Second, an EIDL loan. The EIDL loan is still open at SBA.gov. Reasons I like this one: one, you do it yourself. You can apply today. Number two, you can get funded in 2 business days. Number three, it stays in the bank account if you want it to stay there, and you don't have to withdraw from it for 1 year. And within 1 year, if you decide you don't want it, you can give it back, no interest, no principal, or repayment penalty. Finally, what's in the third stimulus packages for purposes of business grants? No less than 4 items, of which one is the simplest. What's the simplest? $5,000 EIDL grant. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about it right now. But first, if you have not hit that subscribe to this video, hit the subscribe. You're not going to see any place more information about the EIDL than me. In March and April of last year, April and May of last year, I got viewers $25 million in EIDL. No one has gotten more people, more money in EIDL. And already today, I'm starting to see fake narratives, fake conjecture, urban legends about EIDL. If you want to say that, you can say that. But ultimately, if you're watching me, watch me and ignore the urban legends, because this is where we are. The EIDL grant under the third stimulus package has only two eligibility factors. Only two. One, less than 10 employees, and two, 30 to 50% at least downturn of your business during the pandemic. That is it. If you have a Schedule C, you are a sole practitioner, Uber, Lyft, Grubhub, Airbnb, you are ready to go. There is nothing else you need to be eligible to worry about. Only two factors, and those are the only two factors. Next, who can apply for it? And does any previous grant or loan have anything to do with it? The law says no. That means an EIDL loan before means nothing. An EIDL grant before means nothing. A PPP before means nothing. None of these mean nothing to it under the law. Now, it's SBA, and SBA by law is allowed to do its own applications of laws that might slightly digress from what the law says. So SBA may do something different, even though the law doesn't allow them to do it. We've seen it before. But so far, that is the way the law is set up. So where will you apply for this? You will apply for it at sba.gov. When? We don't know. What's important to understand is that the moment it opens, I will tell you, as a subscriber, you must apply that minute, because within 3 days, it'll be out of money. The next thing you need to know across the board is that there is three other grants that you can get. One of them is a very strange EIDL grant, which I don't cover on this channel, which refers to people who applied in the spring, in January this year, and something went wrong. I don't know who these people were, and the law doesn't make sense because there was nothing in the spring, in January this year to apply. So I've been skipping this one totally. The one after that is the shuttered venue grant, which I also skip because I don't think I have any viewers who own nightclubs or theaters. The third one is one that I do have viewers for. If you own anything from a food truck all the way up to fine dining, you can get a restaurant grant. How much is it? It's very simple. It's 2020 revenue subtracted from 2019 revenue. If you were not in operation in 2019, you can't get this. How do you apply? SBA.gov. When? Again, we don't know. Will it run out of money? Absolutely. Finally, there's another round of PPP as well. And if you're wondering, where is that grant to start a new business? We don't know. We have yet to see it, and my presumption is that the president, each time that he has spoken about it, has misspoken, because it's not in the bill as I see it. No news report has spoken about it, and so far I have not seen it as well. And with that, there you are, up to date on everything that is in the third stimulus package. From whether it's the stimulus check or the business grant, what I want you to know very simply is that whatever walk of life you are, whether you're SSI or SSDI, single mom, Uber, Lyft, or Grubhub, so long as you made less than $49,000, you're going to get about $5,000 just to start on top of your stimulus check in the third stimulus package. But of that $5,000 just to start, it's all application-based. Stimulus check, rent, utilities, food, internet are among the $5,000 items you can get. And if you're a sole practitioner, you can get in a $5,000 EIDL grant. Suddenly you're at $10,000 plus stimulus check. If you got kids, well, then you're going to add $5,000 for a child. Suddenly you see how the money runs up very quickly. Let me give you just a short, simple example. Husband, wife, 2 kids, and both the husband and wife are Uber, Lyft drivers. Can you do the calculation on how much you think they're going to get under the third stimulus package? Let me also say they're behind on rent, utilities, and they need assistance for that as well. Let me show you how much money they are going to get. They're going to get $1,400 stimulus check for husband and wife, so $2,800. Those two children are 5 and under, so they're going to get $10,000 for the two children. So we're up to $12,800. $12,800. Both husband and wife are Uber Lyft drivers, so they're getting $5,000. They're going to get another $10,000. They're up to $22,000 so far. Then if they need rent, utilities, and more, they're going to get about $5,000 for that. We're up to $30,000 at least before I even get to SNAP. And if they get SNAP benefits and have never gotten before, that's an additional about $16,000, nearly $50,000 for this husband and wife with 2 kids. You see how quickly, in less than 60 seconds, I showed you how you may think it's just stimulus checks you're getting, and suddenly it's far in excess of $35,000 of relief, most of which is application-based. Over the next few weeks, I'll show you how to apply for this money and how to get it as quickly across the board. But first, make sure you hit that subscribe to this video. Consider becoming a member. The link's at the top of this chat. And coming up in just a few minutes is for stimulus and the big push for reoccurring stimulus checks happening next. And with that, stay with me as Noontime LA continues.